Sharing is caring. When I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. Knowledge is the new rich. And I am going to be dropping some knowledge tonight, baby. We're dropping all the gems. Yes, I'm trying to tell you, this is where it is every Wednesday night. We have so much fun on Wednesday night where I get to answer your business questions. And if you are on TT and you are a subscriber, you get to come on the live. If you're on TT, yes, if you are a subscriber on TT, you get to come on the live, on the live, and I get to answer your business questions. So I'm excited about that. So yes, what we're going to do right now is, wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm in my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group where it all goes down every Wednesday. These are my true people who've been riding with me. So it's a few thousand people in this group. And you put your questions inside the group and I answer your question each and every Wednesday night. And so, yes, I want to make sure I'm streaming also in my stories. And so if you're not doing this, I'm giving you a business strategy. You don't want to just stream on one. Facebook has put me in jail. They're trying to figure it out. And I'm still there. I did appeal it, but you know, it is what it is. So that's why I'm encouraging you to always stream in multiple places. Okay. I know what I know. All right. So let's go. All right. So I want to make sure I'm in that group. Yes. Okay. Good to see you. FB in the building. Say hi, Jerusha. Double tap that screen. Michael in the building. Say hi, Jerusha. Double tap that screen. Hello, gorgeous. Good to see you tonight. It's Wednesday. Yes. Let's make that money, honey. So yes, if you don't know me, I'm Jerusha. I'm a business coach and speaker, and I teach people how to build online businesses using sales and marketing strategies. Yes, using sales and marketing strategies that actually work. So if you want to learn how to start conversations that convert into cash, you want to learn how to create content that attracts your ideal clients, you want to learn how to attract unlimited leads. I have unlimited leads where I'm always attracting my people. And you want to sell your stuff. You just don't want followers. You want clients, customers, connections. Clients, customers, connections. So if that's you, you're my people. You're my people. So do me a favor. Go ahead and share this with your business bestie because I don't want to be the best kept secret. It's going down for real. Yes, I love it. I love it. So every Wednesday night, I show up for my peoples. If you are a subscriber on TT, all you got to do is let me know when you are here and I'll let you come on the live and I'll answer your business question. If you are not a subscriber, it's a good time to become one. I think it's called super fans. So if you want to be a super fan because you need one-on-one coaching, I got you. Every Wednesday night, I get to bring you on, highlight your business, go to your page, answer questions about sales and marketing, how to market more. How much does what cost? It doesn't cost anything to show up every Wednesday night like this and learn. It's free. But if you become a super fan, I think it's $9.99 a month if you become a super fan on TT. So all you got to do is hit the course. Oh, okay. So yes. So if you want the overcoming objection as well as the follow-up ebook, it's a bundle. It's only $31.97. And so I took it outside of my main course and I made it available for all of you for fourth quarter. So if you have not grabbed it, put bundle in the chat, DM me bundle, go to my profile, text the word bundle. But if you want the top ways to overcome objections, not just in a PDF, but also in a voice, in my voice, so you know how to say it, you hear the intonations and tonalities, you hear it. That's how you learn. Like me, I'm a visual and auditory learner, as well as a follow-up ebook with scripts for an entire year on how to follow up from people who comment, how to follow up from people who follow, how to follow up with people who liked it or shared something of yours. If you're not following up, you're leaving your money on the table. The goal is for you to get all your money, honey, get all the monies. Let's make that money, honey. So yes, do me a favor, put bundle in the chat. I'll send it to you. When I tell you, I just released it October 1st. And so many of you have gotten it. So I felt like, oh my gosh, what have I been waiting for? I should have did this a long time ago. I didn't know so many people didn't know how to follow up or they were not following up. And when you did follow up, you didn't know what to say to follow up. And then if someone said, I'm not interested, you didn't know what to say to overcome that objection to still get to the money. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And so I appreciate the love on TT. I appreciate the love on Instagram. Miss Jam Good in the building. Hey, Miss Jam Good, how you doing? I appreciate the love. So yes, double tap that screen. If you're in my private group, say hi, Jerusha. Every Wednesday night, I show up for my community. If you're on TT, you become a super fan and you can come on the live. So yes, you might want to do that, especially if you have questions. If you have questions, that's how you're going to get those answered. And I get to share with you sales and marketing strategies. All right, so let's go over some of these really quickly. First, let me say this. I teach in a way. Bola in the building. Bola in the building. Our first job on TT is 5,000 hearts. Show me 5,000 hearts, baby. Show me love. Show me love. Show me love. That's our first goal is 5,000 hearts. Can you share this to at least 10 of your besties? At least 10 of your besties. I would love for you to do that. So let's talk about this. How are you going to handle these people? How are you going to hold your posture? How are you going to build that confidence? How are you going to be the CEO? Yes, how are you going to do it? Thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. I'm going to teach you some strategies today. Your best bet is to get the bundle because that way you'll have it forever. And so when I tell you it's the top 10 ways to overcome objections, people usually say the same thing. That's why it's the top 10. Overall, in sales, it doesn't matter if you're in real estate. It doesn't matter if you're in insurance. It doesn't matter if you sell cars. It doesn't matter if you are you sell a product. Someone is going to say, not right now. Someone is going to say, I'm not interested. Someone is going to say, I have to talk to my spouse. Someone is going to say, I'm not a salesperson. Someone is going to say, I'm not like you. Someone is going to say, so you have to be able to handle it. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Does that sound good? Yes or yes? Yes. So these are what I call beginner friendly and designed to lead naturally into follow-up and objection handling. It's going to help you out. And that way you're not fumbling over your words. That way you feel like, you know what you're talking about and you don't get afraid of the person. So let's talk about the one thing that makes most new entrepreneurs freeze is objections. Thank you for the love. Thank you for joining the team. Thank you for joining the team. I appreciate you. So let's write this down. I need a great note taker on Instagram. I need a great note taker on Facebook. I need a great note taker on YouTube and on TikTok. Write this down. Objections are not rejection. Say it with me. Objections are not rejection. They're just questions in disguise. Okay. So I'm going to give you some ways to overcome objections so you feel confident, so you feel calm. And then you want to close the sale. That's the goal, right? You want to close the deal. So I think that's important for you to know how to handle people. And most people, as soon as you say, I'm not interested, they say, okay, and they hang up. That's not the way to do it. You want to get the sale. Yes or yes. Okay. So basically, objections means interest. Okay. People don't object to what they don't care about. Your job is to listen. We have 2 ears, 1 mouth. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen, listen. Don't be the person that's talking all the time. I want you to stay calm, be kind, be curious, ask questions, right? Confidence converts. Keep that in mind. Your confidence in your business, in your product is going to convert. The person is now believing you, trusting you. They now want to buy from you. But if you are like, oh, it's okay if you don't purchase, if you say anything like, maybe next time, or if you say anything like, just let me know when you get the money. If you say anything like, it's okay, what are we doing? Okay, that's not what you want to say. So I'm going to help you out with that. So here we go. I'm going to try my best to give you examples. Write this down. If you're on my book face, this is for my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group. I answer their business questions every Wednesday night. I also bring in my subscribers or super fans on TT if they are a super fan. So we're going to answer this question tonight. So if you're not following me, you might want to follow because I share really good actionable business tips, tools, hacks, strategies, marketing, branding, just like tonight. Now, here's what we all have to do. You don't ever argue with people, okay? Okay. You want to agree with them. You know how people say, even when the customer is wrong, they're right. So you kind of want to do that. You don't need to argue with someone. I can't remember the quote that says, if you argue with someone, they're 2 fools, something along those lines. So you don't want to sit there and do that, right? So if someone is saying something to you like, oh, I don't know. It just seems like it's just not right for me. It just any of those hesitations. You want to kind of agree with that person. I totally understand how you feel. Some people, okay, or some clients, or a lot of my clients, or I used to, right, feel the same way. That's what you want to validate the person. That's all you got to do. People want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to be validated. Okay. What I like to say with my team, if you're in a part of my 3-day ride, you're in a 3-day ride, I say, you be right, I'll be rich. See, my goal in my head, okay, you be right, I'll be rich. So none of that matters. The goal is to solve their problem. That's it. You don't need to be right if you said something or if that person heard something, they read a review. You don't need to keep talking about that. You want to say, here's what I do know. You just move forward. Are you following me? I think the feel, felt, found still works. It still works for me. I strongly suggest you start using it. I know how you feel. I felt the same way too. But what I found was when I used the product, it worked for me. Write that down. Feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way too. But what I found was I had more time than I thought. And I was able to build my business in 1 hour per day with my full-time job. You see how that works? Write that down. Feel, felt, found. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I completely understand how you feel. I felt the same way until I found out how simple it really is or was to get started. It's classic. It's timeless. Every salesperson pretty much uses it. You can't really find a salesperson who's good that's not using the feel, felt, found. It turns resistance into curiosity. Now, another thing you want to do, number 2, you want to ask a clarifying question. When someone says something, you will say, I hear you. You always want to be the one that's listening. As soon as she says, I don't know if the product is going to work for me, you say, I hear you. Automatically, I hear you. You want to make sure you're in agreement. It doesn't mean, thank you so much for the taps. I appreciate you. Our first goal on TT is 5,000 hearts. I hear you. Can I ask you what's really holding you back right now? If the person says, I don't have the, I don't know if I want to get started right now. I hear you. Can I ask you what's really holding you back right now? This keeps the conversation going instead of ending it. You don't want to end the conversation if she said, I just don't know right now. Most of you, what you do is say, okay, let me know. What? You want to say, I hear you. Can I ask you what's your real hesitation? What's holding you back right now? You see how the person, well, really, I just need to make sure it's okay with my significant other. Really, I need to make sure that my sister, is going to take care of my kids while I come to training. Whatever it is. Very important. Number 3, you always want to show empathy with a smile. Remember last night I said, I'm always smiling. Even if I'm on the phone, I'm smiling. If I leave you a voice clip, I'm smiling. Always be smiling. It's so important. Energy is transferable and energy is contagious. People can feel your energy. Even though they cannot see you, they can tell when you have a smile. When you get somebody on the phone and they sound like they are mad already, right? You haven't even seen them, but they sound like, hello. They're like, may I help you? You're like, oh my gosh, can I get somebody else? See, they don't have that happy, cheerful voice. Hello, may I help you? Thank you so much for calling Chick-fil-A. How can I help you? They're like, hello. You're like, oh my gosh, I want to hang up. Okay, the same thing applies to you. You want to make sure you have that smile on your face when you're talking to every client. And you want to make sure when you're smiling, you want to tell her, I get it. Starting something new can feel scary, but everything great starts with that first yes. I felt the same way too, but what I found was when I got started, I was excited. When I got started, you want to assure this person, reassure this person that you were in the same position or you knew someone that was in the same position, because you can say, my client felt the same way too. You don't have to say yourself if it wasn't you. You want to keep it light, real, humor. I'm not that funny. So, I have to try to say something funny. If you're anything like me, you're always like, man, About that. Sorry about that. I wonder how long that was on there. Sorry about that, book face. I should have been paying attention. Okay. I'm repeated. I'm sorry. I keep hitting the speaker thing, the microphone. I'm sorry. So I'll repeat that part. If a person says, I don't have the money, I can't afford it, anything along the lines of money, first of all, totally understand. Or I felt the same way too. Or I have a client. I understand how you feel. My client didn't have the money. Let me ask you, it's $500. How far away are we? That's what you're going to say. And then she'll say, $200 away, $300 away, whatever she says. That lets you know she has some money, right? So she's only looking at the 500, but you're asking, how far away are we? And then she's like, we're 200 away. We're 300 away. That's something you can work with, right? Okay, great. Now, if you have a payment plan, that's great. I have a payment plan for the 3-day ride business course. And so I'll tell people, hey, there's a payment plan, choose that option. Obviously, I don't have a payment plan. If you want my top 10 ways to overcome objections and my follow-up ebook, it's $31.97, $31.97. Message me bundle. You can get it today. I don't have a payment plan for $31.97. Okay. So $31.97 can get you everything that I'm saying and more. Not only do you get it in a PDF, you also get it in my voice. You also get a year's worth of scripts to follow up for an entire year in order, in sequence. All right. So now, that's how you're going to handle the people that say, I can't afford it. That's how you're going to handle that. You always want to do this too when it pertains to money. Share a quick story. Share a testimony. Write this down. Share a testimony. One of my students said the same thing. She finally said yes, and now she's bringing extra money every single month. One of my favorite clients, she said the same thing. She did not have the money. She went to eBay. She started selling some stuff, and within a week, she got started, and now she's one of my top producers. You tell one of your stories, one of your testimonials that one of your people have told you, you're going to share that story because you want people to say, oh man, she has worked with somebody in my situation, even if it's not yours, right? And so when I started my first business, I had a credit card. So I had the money. Everybody doesn't have the money. And so you don't want them to feel bad. So you can think of a story, write down stories that you hear from your organization or that you have experienced in the past. So you can reference that story every single time. It doesn't have to be a different story, just a true story. Stories sell, facts tell. Write that down. I need a pretty person to put that in the chat for me. Stories sell, facts tell. Write that in the chat for me. Stories sell, facts tell. So people can relate to stories. Or you can also say, I know how you feel. When I got started, I didn't have all the money. I had to have a yard sale. I had to borrow some money from my cousin, and then I got started. If that's your story, whatever your story is. Yes, whatever your story is. Another thing that you can do with the money is you can also, if the person says, I don't have any of it, let's just pretend they said, I don't have $2. Okay. They don't have any of it. This is what you're going to suggest. You're going to say it like this. You ready? You're going to say it along the lines. If you have my follow-up ebook, you're going to get all of this goodness right here. So I suggest message me bundle if you are hungry to learn and you want to make more sales. Right now on TT, I have a client that she purchased the follow-up bundle, and she's already booked 3 clients. And so when I tell you it does work, it puts things in perspective for you. It's not from ChatGPT. It's my 20 years of experience in sales and marketing. Okay. So another good way to handle when someone doesn't have the money is to say to the person, how far away are we from 500? Then they say, I don't have any of it. So, well, let me say this. One of my clients, she didn't have any of the money either. And we came up with ways where she can actually earn the money. She went on Let Go and started selling things. She went through her children's clothes. She, sold some things on eBay. She had a yard sale, so let's come up with some things that you can do to generate the money. So you see how helpful that is? Like, okay, let's write down some ways that you could do. So what do you think you could do to help generate the money? and you're going to write them down. She said that she could, whatever she could do. Oh, Uber. I could Uber for 5 days and come up with the money. Okay, great. That's one option. What else could we do? And then you make a suggestion. Maybe you can go through your closet. A lot of times you have handbags and shoes you haven't even worn or used. Maybe you can sell that on eBay. That's another way that we can generate the money. See, I'm in the business of helping you. I want to make sure you can see that I want to help you get there. Not just say, okay, well, figure it out. Let me know when you figure it out. Then the person never figures it out because you never was in it with them. But when they see, man, she's helping me figure it out, and you're following up because she's going to go try and get the money, you're going to follow up, every 2 or 3 days. How are we looking? I'm here for you. Ask me any questions. That's your job, to nurture the relationship. The goal is to nurture relationships. I promise you, if you not beg, not borrow, not bother, nurture. That doesn't mean every day, periodically, that means sometimes. That's why the sequence is important. You'll see my sequence. It shows you how to follow up. It's not every day that you're doing this. Even if it's an automation system that's following up, that's still following up. Now, I'm going to say a secret. I said the other night, it's nothing like the voice. It's nothing like the voice. When I leave a voice clip, every single time the person responds. Now, another thing that you can do when someone is giving you an objection, you can use social proof. Just like I just did. I have a client that's on TT right now who purchased it the other day, and she's already seeing results from it. That's social proof. That's exactly what most people think before they start. Okay, so you want to make sure you say, I've already helped over 1,000 people. I've trained thousands over the years. I've developed 6 leaders. I've earned trips, diamonds, cars. When I was in my first direct sales business, I was a part of the top 1%. I've been doing this for a while. Like, you have to do the social proof. Even if you don't have a degree in it, that doesn't matter. You have experience and you have results. So like in my business tip, motivation and inspiration group, there are a few thousand people who are in my community. They're not just in there for fun. They're in there because they want to learn. They're in there because I give value. People trust results, not promises. Does that make sense? Okay. If the person says, she said, what if they say I don't have time? I said this yesterday. Everybody says they don't have time. I'm a big person on time. I don't believe you don't have time. So I'm probably not the best person with this time situation. I don't believe that you don't have time, first of all. Okay. I don't even believe it. But when someone says that to you, there are several ways to do it. I have it in my follow-up ebook as well as the objection handling. So put bundle, and that way you will have every single way that you need to handle it when someone says, I don't have time. You repeat it. You don't have time. And you can tell them these are true stats. Everyone scrolled on social media today for 20 minutes or more. You got time. The moment you opened up the app, you have time. Like, the moment that you woke up, you showered, you went to work, the moment you did like that, baby, you had time. So that's why I don't believe that I don't have the time. The bundle has all the, yes, the bundle has, oh, thank you so much, Cindy. Cindy says the bundle has all the objections. It has all of them. It has my voice. It has it in a PDF. It has the follow-up ebooks and the scripts. And it tells you 2 days, 4 days, 7 days, 30 days, 45. Like, it has it. You got to plug in your business. I gave examples. You got to plug in your business name or, the generic part. But baby, it's laid out for you. I promise it is. For $31.97, I already know it's worth $197, but baby, I'm giving it to you for $31. I already know the value of it. I know my worth. I know what it is. I know you only need that one tool and you're going to be making deals. I know that for sure. Okay. So I want to see you win. And I'm not even tripping about that. That's not even being braggadocious. When I tell you it's really good, it's worth way more than $31.97. Okay, so here's the thing. When you're talking to someone, reinforce the goal. If someone tells me they want to get started in business, they want to make extra money using social media, they want to learn sales and marketing, and then I say, hey, this is how much it costs. They don't have the money. I'm going to re-say what they said, okay? I'm just going to say what they already told me. You said you wanted more freedom. You said you wanted financial freedom. You said you wanted to work from home. This is the step that gets you there. You see how that I worked that in there? So if you tell me, Jerusha, I want to learn how to have unlimited leads. I'm not believing in just followers, baby. We believe in clients, customers, and connections. That's how you make money. Clients, customers, connections. You do not make money from people just following. We need those people to act. So we need conversions. We need to convert those followers into customers, clients, or connections. So if you're not starting conversations with them, you're not nurturing relationships, you're not asking questions, then I can tell you right now, you just have a lot of followers. That's all you have. So when someone says they want your digital product, they want to sell your digital product, then they don't get started. You get to say to them, you said you wanted more freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. This is the next step to getting there. That's it. So the person like, yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, I know I need to get started. Yes. What's stopping you from starting today? Nothing's really stopping them but them. What questions have I not answered? Write this down. What questions have I not answered? What question do you have? Have I answered all of your questions? This is how you do it. Have I answered all of your questions? Yes. Okay, great. Let's get started. Did you want to use a debit card or a credit card? You're going to move forward like that payment is ready. Oh, let me go grab my debit card. Okay, great. When she comes back, I've already entered your first and last name. Is your last name like on your YouTube channel? Okay, great. You're moving forward. If you have to write it down, get all the information. That brings them back to their why. When you reinforce that same question, it brings them back to why they need to make more money, why they wanted to sell digital products, why they need insurance or a financial advisor. It brings them back to that point. And you need to listen, and I'm going to go. You need to ask for the sale with confidence. You know your product is good. You know your service is good. You know it's good. It helped you. It helped other people. You want this person to see the benefits of it. So you got to talk like you know what you're talking about. I need to feel that confidence over the phone. I need to feel that confidence in a voice clip. I need to feel it. People will purchase when there's an emotion, when you evoke an emotion from people. You say, let's do it. I'll walk you through every step. Do you want me to send you the link? I don't do that part. Do you want me to send you the link? Listen, it's like information about the company. They're like, well, let me research some more. I was like, okay, well, let me send you the information that I know is correct. Then I will send them company generated information so they can research. You really don't want them researching all over the world, because for me, I never make a decision based on what somebody did or didn't do at their success level. If I know it's a good fit for me, I'm getting started. But some people need to ask the world. I'm going to ask my mother, my cousin. I'm going to ask this random girl on social media. Like, some people have to do that. That's why you're going to provide them with the correct information. You want to be direct, simple, and professional. Don't do all that talking. Okay. You're going to talk them out of even getting started. Easy sales words that convert. I'm going to give this to you. Write this down. Who's going to be a note taker? I'm going to give you easy sales words that convert. Okay. Use words that make people feel safe and excited. Use words that make people feel safe and excited. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Thank you on Instagram. Thank you so much. None is in the building. Monica Glover in the building. Jose in the building. I appreciate you. D Truth now in the building. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Okay, yes. All right. So I'm going to give it to you. Ready? Who's going to be my note taker? Use these words that make people feel like, okay, I like her. They feel comfortable with you. They're ready to get started with you. They're excited with you. You're not the only one excited. Like, you're hyping yourself up. Thank you for my roses. Thank you so much for my friendship necklaces. Yes, thank you so much. All right. Simple, not complicated. Listen, I'm not your business coach yet. Maybe some of you I am. Listen. Don't tell people it's easy. You want to tell people it's simple. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You see what I'm saying? And it sounds like a lot of steps. It doesn't matter. It sounds like a lot of steps. People can buy into simple. When you start to make it sound like too good to be true, you don't have to do anything. they're like, okay, I don't have to do anything. You do. You have to show up. You do. You have to do something. So simple, not complicated. So you want to use the word simple. These are simple steps. If you can follow a simple step, you can ask, if I could teach you, write this down. If I could teach you, could you learn? Could you follow a simple step? You ask questions. If I gave you a step-by-step plan of action, you see how that worked? As opposed to saying it's easy. No. I have a simple step-by-step plan that have worked for many years. I have a plan of action that have worked for many of my clients. Could you follow those steps? You see how easy that was? You was like, yeah, Jerusha, I can follow. Yeah. You see how that worked? Another word that you can use is, you writing these down? Tell me you're writing this down. Another good word is proven systems. Like, I have proven systems that actually works, because this builds your trust. I have proven systems that have already worked. My overcoming objections, the follow-up bundle, I have proven systems that work. I only share what I know for sure. So you can use that word. If the person is so confused, it's overwhelming. I know my 3-day ride is a lot of information. I know that, right? That's why I broke it down in modules. That's why I give them time with me in a private community where they can ask all the questions, because it's a lot of information in the 3-day ride. And so that's why I'm breaking it down, taking pieces out so you can grab those pieces depending on what level you are in your business. Here's another one that you can use. Mr. Harvey in the building. Mr. Harvey in the building. Good to see you, Mr. Harvey. Are we at our 5,000? Woo, woo. We're at 5,000. Our next goal is 10,000. Let's go, pretty people. Our next goal is 10,000 on TT. Here's another way to calm the person down, to keep their attention, to keep them excited, to make them feel safe. Hello, coach. How you doing? Another thing that you can say is, let me show you how. It feels personal. Let me show you how I got started. Let me show you how, right, you're going to plug into your system. Let me show you how to sell the product on social media. Let me show you how. You see how that feels safe? Like, oh, okay, she's going to show me how. People want you to hold their hand. Hold my hand. One of the other things, did you write it down? Toya in the building. Toya in the building. Toya in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Yes, my next goal is 10,000 hearts. Heart me up. Heart me up. If you're getting value, please share it with 10 friends. That's all I ask, is share the broadcast and heart me up. That lets TikTok know that this is a valuable live. People are learning. This is a learning live. You follow me, you're going to learn today. Okay. If you don't want to learn, you're not my people. I'm going to tell you right now. If you don't want to learn, you're not my peoples. You got to scale. Okay. We all got to scale to the next level. All right. So one of the things that you can say also, when the person is nervous, they want to work with you, you can say, you deserve this, and be quiet. You deserve this. You and your family deserve this. That's an emotional confidence, right? Let them know. I thought I didn't deserve it either. I thought I was going to work in radio and television forever. Then I found out there were other ways to make 6 and 7 figures, and I learned a skill. You deserve this. Now the person's like, yeah, I do deserve it. You deserve to make 6 figures, 7 figures a year. You deserve to have financial freedom. You deserve to have property. You deserve to leave a legacy for your children. You deserve it. You writing it down? Okay, good. Remember, objections are not the end. They're the beginning of the real conversation. So when someone says, no, thank you, no, just means next opportunity. Don't get offended. No just means next opportunity. And like I said before, you guys don't understand. Numbers never lie. People do. Numbers never lie. People do. I'm telling you these, but you still got to do the numbers. I'm telling you how to handle objections, but you still have to do the numbers. You still have to talk to people, a lot of people. You got to connect with a lot of people. That still has to happen. It's not just, I'm going to learn these and memorize what to say, but you're talking to one person. That's not going to work. Numbers never lie. People do. So you're still talking to a significant amount of people. Just like the girl in the mall. You guys used to go to this place called the mall. I know we don't go there now. Now we just order online, right? We've gotten addicted to ordering everything online. It comes to our front door. We're like, whoo, I don't have to shop anymore. Once the pandemic happened, we just stopped going to the mall. It's no longer going to the mall. The malls are shutting down. Like it's no need to go, baby. I can just order this online, ship it back. It doesn't work. Everybody, okay, so there's this place called the mall. For those of you that have never heard of it, and there's all these stores, retail stores in there, and there's this food court that's in this place called the mall. And so in there, okay, all these food courts, there's a girl that's always in every mall, high scale malls, low end malls. It's a girl in the food court with a plate of chicken. And she has these little pieces of teriyaki chicken. And every person that passes her, she says teriyaki chicken. And the person says, no, thank you. Okay, Coach Jess in the building. Thank you for getting your daily heart me, Coach Jess in the building. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, thank you for my peppers. I appreciate you. Heart me up. Yes, thank you. So the girl in the mall, she's standing there with a plate of teriyaki chicken. And she says, teriyaki chicken. And the person says, no, thank you. The next person, she says, teriyaki chicken. No, thank you. Teriyaki chicken, no thank you. And she's going through the nose. Teriyaki chicken, no thank you. Hello, beautiful. Thank you so much. And she's saying this to every single person that passes her in the mall as she's in the food court. She doesn't drop her plate of food and say this doesn't work. She doesn't throw it on the ground, quit, shut the business down because people are saying no thank you. She asks the next person because she understands numbers, okay? That's all we're dealing with is numbers. Thank you so much for the rose. She understands. I just need to ask the next person. Every no, there's a yes coming. For every no, the yes is coming. So she's like, teriyaki chicken, no thank you. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. Who said that before? Yes, get me when I get back through. I'm coming back. Okay. That's what people tell you in sales. I'm going to get you later. Don't forget about me. That's what they say. That's what you told that girl in the mall. I'm going to come back. I'm going to get that next time. Just like people tell you right now with your business and your product. Okay. Get me on payday. I get paid on Friday, right? They say all those things that you've said. So why is it that all of a sudden you're so offended when somebody says it to you, when you said it to the girl in the mall with the teriyaki chicken? What are we doing? So now you don't want the chicken. She doesn't say, oh man, no one wants this chicken. She's like, somebody wants the chicken. So she says teriyaki chicken and someone says yes. She won. They say yes. They go over, buy a whole plate of food for $10 or whatever it costs or whatever. She won. Then she's back out there again. Teriyaki chicken all day until the chicken is gone from the plate. Now, when the chicken is gone, guess what she does? She go refill the chicken. She doesn't say my work is done. One plate of chicken is gone, is down. No, she go refills it. And she start over. See, that's what you have to do with your business. Somebody said, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yes. Bam. Spades. Yes. Guess what? You won. You got to do it again. Just like the girl with the teriyaki chicken. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yes. Bam. Okay. Then you have people who also say yes. They go buy the plate of food, but they didn't like it. You know, they don't like it. They was like, it's not that good. I did like the sample, but now it doesn't taste that great. There are going to be people who's like, oh, I got your product. Don't like it. I got your service. Don't like it. You still don't shut it down. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, maybe next time. I don't know what happened. You know, you tried to do whatever you need to do with that. Some you can save, some you cannot. But that's why you're back out there again. Teriyaki chicken. Every day you are marketing yourself. She's marketing. That's called marketing. If I don't see you, out of sight, out of mind. I've got to see you marketing. So remember this, your tone, your confidence, and follow-up system are what closes the deal. You close the deal. Your personality, your energy, you close the deal. You don't have to be an extrovert. You can be an introvert. You can say these same words and be yourself and be authentic to who you are. So if you want my exact objection handling scripts, you know, you want messaging templates, you want my follow-up tracker, grab the follow-up ebook bundle. Okay, put bundle in the chat, message me bundle, go to my profile, text me the word bundle. You don't want to leave this live and not get the bundle. You are live tonight. Yes, I'm live tonight. Every Wednesday night from 8 to 9, I am live. Thank you for joining the team. Thank you for joining the team. So every Wednesday night, I'm live in my group here on Facebook. And then I bring you guys in as well. If you are a super fan, you get to come on the live and we get to celebrate you as a business owner, as well as answer any sales and marketing questions you might have. So you might, oh, thank you so much. Woo, woo, thank you so much. So any questions you might have, you get one-on-one coaching. So if you want to become a super fan, you can do that. And that is the, that's what we're going to do. Make sure I answer your questions as a super fan and highlight you. So this is the thing. It's the same system I use to turn, I want to think about it, into a yes. You're going to get the same system that I use when people say, let me see, and all the things that they say. You're going to get that system in the bundle, word for word. I promise, word for word. So message me bundle, DM me bundle. Do not leave this live without the bundle. You can message. My number is right here on my profile. If you text the word bundle, you're going to automatically receive a reply. But if you DM me inside Instagram or Facebook, Instagram is going to reply instantly, as well as a Facebook business page. So put bundle in the chat and I got you. Okay. Was this helpful? Yes or yes? Did I answer all the ones you wanted me to answer? Okay. So if you're a part of my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group, you know, every Wednesday night, I appreciate you. That we've grown this community to a few thousand people in this community. And I appreciate the love. For the last 4 years, I've been doing this consistently. So just let me know what's your next question for next Wednesday. I will answer you privately, or I'll teach on that subject, one or the other, but you will get answered. Is that good? Yes or yes? Well, I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you next Wednesday, Book Face.